Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss the drinking advice dished by Dear Abby to a reader. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Luke Otero, Lenny Eckstein, and Danny Kennard.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. So we've got a good show today. We're going to be talking about Dear Abby, giving some whiskey advice. We're going to have McNew read it, so it'll be like a story from McNew Day today. So it should be fun. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, Lenny said there's something that he wants to talk about, and he said it's a great topic. So we'll see how it is. All right, Lenny, go ahead.
Best topic ever. No, I was at a restaurant. It was a couple of weeks ago, and maybe not shocking to make this known, but sometimes I'll divulge into from standard speech into mumbling, but this wasn't one of those cases. I asked for truffle Parmesan fries, and the response from my server was, "What?" And I kind of was stopped dead in my tracks, and I thought, what else could I have said? It's on your menu, and nothing else sounds like truffle Parmesan fries. A lot of syllables there, so I kind of locked up for a second. I was like, "Wow." That those 5 words I just drunk. Anyway, I was like, you guys, pretty ridiculous. But have you guys deal with that? Is it just me? Maybe my mumbling is way more than I think it is.
Nope. Because Lenny, if you'll notice, when I go to a restaurant, what I do is I keep my menu in front of me, and every time I tell the waiter what I'm wanting, I'm actually pointing to it.
I have noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll adopt that tactic.
Maybe that's there's some method to the madness there. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
It probably happens for me more often than not, Lenny. So you're not the only one, and I know I'm not mumbling because it has happened more often than not. So I try to I enunciate so clear, and I say, this is what I would like. Yesterday, for instance, Lucas and I met for lunch, and we went to this burger place, and I said I would like this burger with double meat, double cheese, and everything else is fine. And he said, "Do you want chili and cheese?" I said, "I don't want chili. I want cheese."
Right.
And sure enough, the burger shows up. Lucas says, "You only got one cheese, Dad." I said, "Oh, geez." I give up. I don't know what to do.
Right. There's no way you could have made that right. You did everything you could have, and it just wasn't going to happen for you.
And I even looked at Lucas, Steve, and said, "Did you not hear me say double cheese?" He goes, "Dad, you always say double cheese," and I heard you. So
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get it a lot too. I mean, for breakfast, the way I like my eggs is confusing to a lot of even breakfast focused places, because I don't like scrambled eggs. I don't like over easy where the thing breaks open. I like over hard where it's not broken, but they take it and they put it, turn it over, and then they cook it where it's the yellow part is not runny. That's basically would be the way to describe it. But if there's over easy, that's over hard. Sometimes it just throws them, and they don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm like, I don't know. It seems like a fairly popular way to do your eggs. I don't know. And I don't know a better thing to call it.
It's not like it rhymes with anything else, or
Right,
it's
right.
obscure. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
It'd be hard to figure out.
Yeah.
I think
McNew, do you have anything that gets confusing?
Yeah, so I don't do pork products. So if something comes with bacon on it, fine. I ask them to take it off every time. I'm like, I want this, no bacon. But they always put it on. So I just got accustomed to peeling it off myself because I'm fine if it touches. It can touch, but I'm not going to eat it.
Doesn't your husband like the bacon though? I would assume.
Yeah,
I would assume he'd be fine.
He just
I think he'd be
walks out.
actually
He
more
walks
offended
out.
if they threw it away or didn't put it on there. I would assume.
So I do ask for them not to. 90% of the time it comes, so he just gets extra pieces because I'll just set it on the side of my
No one's
plate.
going to complain that likes bacon about having extra bacon.
No.
Yeah.
And
No,
props
he's
to you, McNew,
pretty
for being woman enough to remove the bacon without sending it back.
No, I do not send things back. They can fuck this up so bad. I am not sending it
Someone
back.
would send it back for something like bacon on there, Lenny?
I had a woman at
Can't
Deer
remove
Hammer
her own
send back
bacon?
her burger. No, not because of bacon, because not to go too much into the way we serve products, but like we have burgers, and if you order a burger, it comes with lettuce, tomato, onions on the side, and pickles. And there were pickles on her stack, and she brought it back with this face as if someone like served her like raw Rocky Mountain
Like,
oysters.
there looks like a turd in there. Yeah.
She was like, "There's pickles touching the lettuce, tomato, onion. I'm gonna need a new one." And like, it was like my same reaction when I said truffle Parmesan fries, and the woman said, "What?"
Yeah.
I just stared at her. I was like, "You got to be kidding me!"
You know what? There are
Do you
people
need
who have
new
seen
food
the
'cause there
movie
were
Waiting,
pickles touching
and
your
people
food?
like her have not. You don't be sending stuff back.
Man,
Yeah.
I wasn't
There you go.
happy.
There you go.
Stephanie, what I would suggest to you is from now on, if you know that they have bacon on it, just start ordering bacon on the side.
It doesn't matter. They're going to put it on there anyway. So
Okay.
my husband benefits either way. He's happy.
Okay.
I pick it off. It's
Well,
fine.
good. I have a
Steve-
lunch coming up with McNew, and I'll get her bacon.
You get all my
You'll
extra
get
bacon.
her bacon.
Yes.
Hey, Steve, this kind of reminds me of that episode of The Sopranos when they order some Chinese to go and they get to the house and they screw up the order. and AJ tells them, and Carmela says to Tony, did you check the order? and they didn't. It's all screwed up.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't send back wrong orders, but I do get pissed if they forget my side of like a sauce, whatever sauce it is, because I like sauce. I don't really like food. I like sauce. So I'm like, they forget my barbecue sauce or my hot sauce, whatever it is. If they don't put that in there, I'm like,
Your
even
day's
wanna
ruined. Yeah.
Don't even want to eat. That's the only thing that irritates me.
Okay. All right, gang. Well, guess what? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? I'll kick this thing off. I've got Heaven's Door here, finished in a Redbreast cask. So let's see what we got here. Oh, that's not bad. That's better than I thought it was going to be because the bottle is half empty or half full, depending on how you look at it. But
You're trying to sway the judges here. I feel like that was average at best.
that was solid. Okay, go ahead. Lenny's next, and then we'll see who's more average here. Be Lenny. So go ahead, buddy.
Mine. I'm just saying yours is an average. I've got
You throw down the gauntlet. Let's see how you do.
I've got some rye from Woods High Mountain Distillery over
Okay.
in Salida.
All right. No, nothing there. It sounded like it's hitting the table. There was no cork pop. I heard a
It
table.
was so voluminous that the table rattled.
Okay. All right, Danny, you're next.
All right, I'm going to try a new one for me. This is Blacksmith, the Missouri local. It's a high rye bourbon whiskey.
Okay. Oh, that's really good. Danny's got the lead. All right, McNew, you're next.
I think he's going to keep it. I have this bottle of Noble Oak from a little place in Ohio, and it's finished in sherry oak staves. There's not a lot left in it.
Okay, nah, not enough. All right, Luke, you're next.
All right, I'm going to give Danny a run for his money. I've got the new 8-year-old Wilderness Trail high rye bourbon.
Okay.
Nope.
So worth it.
That was a lot of bragging, a lot of twisting, a lot of turning, and a lot of effort put in for nothing. There was nothing there, Luke. It was silent.
No, I agree.
That was not
It's
good.
elevation. Santa Fe will do it.
Yeah,
all right.
7,000 feet here.
Yeah.
So Danny won.
Danny wins. Cheers.
Yay! Cheers.
Freddie Mills.
Mm-hmm. All right. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, it's time for Dear Abby, starring Stephanie McNew. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky. All right, great job today, gang. Farnians, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. We'll be mailing again, once again. Take care, everybody. See ya.
Happy Festivus.
Later.
Bye, guys.
Happy Festivus.
Cheers.
Yeah, happy Festivus.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today, I apparently read a Dear Abby article.
Yes, it says so in the script, so you have to do it. All right, so yeah, you're Dear Abby. You're the reader submitting the question or whatever it is, and then Dear Abby answering. You get both parts. So yeah,
I'm going to try to change my voice.
Yeah, different voices. Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
going to try. All right. Dear Abby, my wife and I enjoy wine and the tasting and selecting of fine vintages. We also enjoy learning more about and tasting fine spirits like single malt scotches and Kentucky bourbon. The challenge is my wife pours whiskey like it's wine. She fills a glass halfway to the rim and drinks these spirits at the same pace she would drink wine.
Sincerely, Chris Burton.
I really feel like
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
She seems unaware that her behavior changes when she's drinking large volumes of spirits. I don't think she's an alcoholic because she goes for weeks without drinking. But when she does, the amount of whiskey she imbibes makes her very drunk. There have been times at social events when I had to intervene because her behavior became erratic. This is a new behavior, and I'm concerned she is developing a dependence. What strategy can I take to discuss this with her? Whiskey's not wine in Oregon.
Okay.
I feel like this is Chris from Indiana.
Yeah. Sincerely, Chris from Indiana.
All right. Dear WNW, your wife appears to have gone from a connoisseur to a binge drinker. If you haven't pointed out that her behavior changes after she drinks large quantities of hard liquor, how many ounces do those glasses hold? You should. That you have to intervene in social situations should be a clue to both of you that she can't handle what she's drinking. Because of this new behavior, it should be discussed with her doctor. It could be a symptom of a physical problem or even her age.
Yes. Yeah, you're old. What are you going to do? You can't help yourself.
Her doctor could explain how drinking large amounts of alcohol can damage her health, safety, and cognition, and recommend a path to follow. Please don't procrastinate because this is serious.
Okay. All right. Did Dear Abby nail this? Did she get it
Abby,
right?
you're such a bitch. No.
Steve, you might want to leave me for last.
Okay, we'll leave Danny for last. He's got opinions. Yeah. Well, okay. McNew, what do you think? I mean, you read this.
I can, this makes sense, right? So if you're a wine drinker, your wine glasses are bigger. You can drink a large amount and not be that drunk. It's different with whiskey, of course. So I don't think you need to talk to a doctor. Your
right.
Wife's
Your doctor?
No, that's very extreme. Your wife's not an alcoholic, but maybe she doesn't realize. So I think you take a wine bottle and a whiskey bottle and say, hey, here's the proof point on this wine. Here's the proof point on this whiskey. It's very different, babe. You see what you're doing here?
Right.
We need less of this. And I think she seems like a smart lady. You married her. She probably has some common sense.
She likes Halloween decorations.
Yeah, that might click. That might click at some point.
She's such a nice lady. She likes Halloween decorations.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. Lenny, what do you think about this? Yeah.
I mean, like if I was Abby, my advice would be in a different direction. I would more take the tone of, let's be a little more stealthy about this. I'd recommend some of the, what do they call it? Like the Glencairn glasses or whatever.
There
like,
you go.
Yeah. Like these little short ones. And then I would take the approach of explain to her like, hey, I heard on this cool podcast, ABV Network, that you're not supposed to fill all the way because then you don't get the full aroma. So they recommend filling, like kind of stealthily slide it in there to the point of like, I heard this is how you're supposed to drink whiskey.
Right.
Because there's folks out there who do like or bourbon. They love to fill their glass because, it looks funny. I love it. I don't do it, but I appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like Steve, you do it sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Last show pour. I typically
show pour.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good approach though, Lenny, because you're not embarrassing that person. You're just saying like, hey, and she appreciates wine, right? They like to find vintages. They're wine connoisseurs. She might want to be a whiskey connoisseur. Hey, this is how you do whiskey. I think that's a good approach.
Yeah, I'm going to say this whole thing's not real anyway. But if it is real, lady's got a problem. Like she's not making a mistake. She knows what she's doing. The first time's a mistake. When it repeats, it's because you like doing it.
He's not wrong. Okay. Maybe he should take over the Dear Abby column. It's actually Lenny. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. Well, Luke, what do you think? Did Dear Abby get this thing right or not?
No, I think
go to your doctor. I mean, give me a break.
She missed the mark. I mean, you've got to look at it for what it is. Stephanie brings up a great point. The proof point on wine versus whiskey is completely different.
Right.
The size of the Glencairn, like Lenny pointed out, is compare that to a big goblet of a Bordeaux that could be up to 14.5. I mean, there's no comparison, and I think she overstepped her bounds, saying, go get yourself checked in. I mean, geez, no.
Yeah, you might as well just sign up for a 2-week rehab. Damn, Abby.
Right.
Well, I think that's what she was. I think that's what she was alluding to, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is serious. She ends it with "this is serious." Oh yeah.
No.
Okay.
And he says we're not doing this every night. Like it's only social situations. And I feel like it's because she doesn't realize, hey, I used to drink this much. I had 5 glasses of wine. No big deal. Had 5 glasses of whiskey. You might be a little different.
I wish Chris would have put in there and she tore down the shower curtain and blamed the cat. And I wish there'd have been a few more things to tip us off so we know for sure it's McNew. But
well, I was looking for those clues.
Right.
See him, so I knew it wasn't Stephanie.
Right.
And he was just like, Indiana, I'm going to say we're from Oregon. She'll never know.
Right. Yeah. All right, Danny, you said you had some firm opinions on this. What is your thoughts here?
Well, I'm not going to be very popular with people.
Okay.
I'm calling bullshit on everything because Dear Abby has been around since I've been alive.
Right.
But I mean, come on. People don't turn around and write into some author of a newspaper that sits there and goes, okay, this is my love life. This is what I'm having trouble with. My car broke down. My dog died last week. You know, I mean, there's all sorts of shit. They're just creating something, hoping that people will turn around and read this bullshit. Yeah. Just my opinion of it. I mean, it's all bullshit. I mean, it's kind of like one of the radio stations around here. They'll turn around and read the Craigslist Freak of the Week thing. Okay, well, I mean, some of that is quite out there too. So
yeah, it's way out there.
Yeah. See,
You can't even believe that actually happens. On
Right.
Craigslist, but, yeah.
I'm going to agree with Danny because if my husband wrote this, he wouldn't have said she goes for weeks without drinking. He'll be like, she drinks every day
Yeah.
after work. Sometimes
Maybe he was trying to throw us off. So I don't know. I still can't rule Chris out here. So yeah, yeah, it's just bad all around, I think. So yeah, I go to your doctor and to Danny's point, it could be made up. Not only it could be made up in one of two ways. Number one, a reader just trying to get something printed, or number two, Abby herself, whoever plays that part now. Right.
the mail was slow this week. What are we going to?
Yeah, what are we going to come up with? All right, here we go. Yeah, they got meetings coming up, spitballing ideas. So yeah, let's go with this.
Right.
So,
Right. I mean, come on, Steve. Don't you remember the old Dear Abby articles? I mean, you're a little bit older than me, not much.
yeah.
But
Oh, sure. I remember seeing Dear Abby. Abigail Van Buren was her official pen name, and then her sister Ann Landers, and and then I know her daughter took over the Dear Abby column. I don't know if
that's
Van
what I'm
Landers
saying.
is still out there or
keeps,
not. Yeah.
It keeps going,
Yeah,
and
keeps going. Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, if you're going to keep something going, you've got to have something interesting to attract the people.
Right.
Yeah, you're right, Danny. They probably said, okay, this is going to raise the ire like us, what we're talking about right now.
Right.
So
it works.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I remember hearing articles back in the day where I think my husband's cheating on me, or, you know, I mean, you don't write into a newspaper article person and explain your whole entire life to them.
Yeah.
Or your problems.
What ABV network personality would be best suited to have an advice column? I'm going to throw it out there, and I do think Danny would be the one that should be dishing advice. You're right, Danny. Dear Danny, this is what's going on. I don't know. Dear Danny could be good. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
Freddie might be better.
Yeah.
You're Freddie.
Well, I would take a different course, and
Okay.
I'd like Dear Stephanie.
Dear Stephanie.
Aw.
Dear Stephanie. Oh, okay.
No, so I actually do give my friends a lot of advice. I don't know why I'm their go-to person. That seems like I shouldn't be, but I feel like I give advice that I don't take. So, it could go well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll be your gig. McNew, do you think it's you then? Or do you think someone else on the team would be best for a Dear so-and-so column?
No, I mean, I don't know that I'd be best at it, but I like it because I like other people's drama. I don't like being involved in the drama, but I like to hear about the drama.
Okay.
I do want to answer these questions. I don't know
All
that
right.
I have the best advice, but I want to be involved in this.
All right, Dear McNew. Okay. Lenny, what do you think? Who's best suited?
I mean, I think McNew would be well suited. Part of me wants to hear Becca do it because, like, I feel like
She'd just yell at you. It'd be like a drill sergeant.
You're fucking stupid.
It'd be like a drill
I-
sergeant yelling at you. Yeah.
So
but I don't
her
think it would
yelling
evolve to
at
yelling immediately. I think she'd be like, "What the? Get out! Oh, you got no, stop next."
Right.
It just dismisses.
Yeah.
So
I
if
think
it's
that'd be
in
very entertaining.
newspaper article form, so when she's yelling at you, would it be in all capital letters if her answer
You
is
got a
that
good
way?
point, Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the column would have to use the symbols they use for cussing and stuff like that. There'd be a lot of that because most newspapers are going to print "fuck you" and stuff, all that kind of shit. So yeah, they'd have to use that sort of. So it'd be a totally different type of thing going on there. So yeah.
Yeah, but there'd be a whole damn page of all the masterings.
You know what? You know who I think's a really good parent? is Jim Bosnott. I think Jim could give some good advice. Like, it's a little bit of tough love. He likes to say soft hate. I think Jim could give good advice in a column.
Jim could probably give some. He'd probably be good at that. Jim would be good. Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, he is about life lessons. So he's notorious for telling his kid to do something and they don't do it, and then one of them was like cut the grass, and then he kept saying putting it off, and then finally Jim was like, all right, you're cutting the grass, but you're using the scissors or something. So
So
like, Dad, I don't want to do this. He's like, no, you're going to do it. He's famous for that. So yeah, he'd probably be good at that, I would think. So there you go. All right. Well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Danny, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Danny Kennard on Facebook.com. Or
you can find Danny at Danny.
Yes.
I love the third person.
Yeah. Or you can turn out and find Freddie Mills at the ABV Barrel Shop. Rare sightings every once in a while, but you may be able to find him there.
There you go. All right, Lenny.
I think Freddie's here.
You can find me, the rest of Deer Hammer, on social media at Deer Hammer, online at deerhammer.com. We can also order our bottle shipped direct to your door. And you can come visit us in beautiful Buena Vista, Colorado.
Hey, Luke.
Yeah, you can find me at Santa Fe Boutique Wines.com and at Santa Fe Boutique Wines Instagram.
McNew.
I am on Instagram at McNew ABV.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, abvnetwork.com. That's the one you got to check out. We have so many shows out there for you. If you're ever going on a road trip, just go to our website, just hit play, and there's a ton of, 3,000 shows plus. You can right across the United States 10 times and still have shows to listen to. So fun stuff. So check us out at abvnetwork.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, great job today, gang. Fridays, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Later.
Guys.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with the national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.